And good morning, everyone, and welcome back. My name is Don K. Preston. I am the president of Preterist Research Institute of Ardmore, Oklahoma, and this is what I call my morning musings. I'm enjoying some good coffee and sharing some thoughts with you from God's Word, and we're involved in a study of the eschatology of the parables of Jesus. We're currently looking at Matthew chapter 25 and the parable of the kingdom concerning the 5 wise and the 5 foolish virgins. I want you to notice a motif here that is somewhat overlooked, interestingly enough, in the epistles. And yet, I think it's directly echoed there. You have the 5 wise and the 5 foolish. And Jesus says 5 of them were wise, 5 were foolish. Those who were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. But the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps. But while the bridegroom was delayed, they all slumbered and slept. And at midnight a cry was heard, "Behold, the bridegroom is coming. Go out and meet him." Then all of those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. And the foolish said to the wise, "Give us some of your oil. Our lamps are going out." But the wise answered, saying, "No, lest there should not be enough for us and you, but go rather to those who buy and sell for yourselves." Well, I want you to notice something. The connection here, to me, is just overwhelming. In Romans 13, Paul's discussing the salvation to come at the parousia, the coming of the bridegroom. It's the day of salvation. Now, I want you to notice in Romans 13, verse 11, Paul says, the King James says, "And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to wake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe." But the Greek here is very strong. Knowing the time. The word time is kairos, means appointed time. Knowing the time, the hour now is. It's literally the hour now is. What hour? Do you suppose that's the midnight hour? Do you suppose that's the appointed time of Matthew 25? But now, the hour now is, watch this, for you out of sleep to be raised. For now, nearer to us is the salvation than when we believed. I mean, look at the comparisons here. In Matthew chapter 25, you have the coming of the bridegroom for the wedding, pardon me, which of course is the day of salvation, Hebrews 9:28. But they're depicted as being asleep until the cry goes out, the bridegroom comes. Romans chapter 13, you have the coming of the Lord, which is for the time of salvation. That salvation was nearer when Paul wrote than it was when they very first believed. He is talking about the appointed time of that coming. And he said, it is the time to wake up. Well, what was the time of waking up in Matthew 25? Behold, the bridegroom comes. This is incredible. And what that proves is that Paul's announcing the imminent coming of the bridegroom. It is time for you to wake out of sleep. Now is our salvation nearer. Notice what he goes ahead to say. Watch this. The night is far spent. Well, isn't that what was happening in Matthew 25? The day has drawn near, literally. Again, the parallels are absolutely perfect. And it means that Paul was announcing that the coming of the bridegroom for the wedding was near. And you know what that proves? That proves the Olivet Discourse is a united discourse. It means that the, quote, second coming of Matthew chapter 25 was at hand. Not far off, not 2,000 years, this supposed delay in Matthew chapter 25, the bridegroom delays his coming. It's not a delay of 2,000 years. Paul was affirming that the coming of the bridegroom, coming of the bridegroom of Matthew chapter 25 was at hand. It was near. The night is far spent. The day is at hand. Hey, don't forget, go to my websites, order the 2006 Preterist Pilgrim Weekend on the Eschatology of the Parables, as well as the Parables of Jesus, 32 lessons in a special series that I gave. Order one or both. Mention that you saw the offer on YouTube or Facebook, and I'll refund your shipping. Well, hey, folks, pardon me. Preterist Pilgrim Weekend is upon us. The day is at hand. This will be my last YouTube and Facebook this week, as I'm just covered up with preparation. I tell you, I'm so excited. The reservations are coming right in. We would love to have you. If you cannot come, okay, number one, if you haven't already registered, that's fine. You can pay at the door. Just come to the registration table and say, I'm not registered. Point number two, if you just can't come, go to my website, BibleProphecy.com, and register there to watch the entire seminar live on your own computer, and then you can watch it anytime you want to after that, as many times as you want to after that. But you have to go ahead and get signed up early. Time's almost up. All right. Thanks again for joining me. Lord willing, nothing happens. We will see you the following Monday. I may try to give some updates as time allows. Just don't know if I can or not. Come be with us at Preterist Pilgrim Weekend. Otherwise, we'll see you this upcoming Monday. God bless.